scary sail.
Se llama Los Bohemios de San Juanico.
Yeah.
Los Bohemios.
Y aquí estamos en San Juanico ahorita. Oh, baby.
Wow. That was not good.
Okay, we got some help to push in because poor Timo is limping. And these are your people. We are continuing our trek around the Baja Peninsula, and we are just starting to feel like real progress is being made. All right, so we did a very quick little stay at Asuncion. Now we're gonna do another day jaunt. We only stayed the night there, one night in Asuncion. And now we're gonna go to Abriohos. So today we're gonna go around that island and to Abriohos. We hear the swell can be a little big there, but we're just gonna stay the night and then do another day jaunt to San Juanico. Scary sail! We're still dealing with lighting here.
Well,
okay.
It's 4:45.
Yeah, we both just instantly woke up and hopped out of bed. We just knew we had to get out of here early, even before the alarms went off.
I looked at the clock and I was like, well, if we leave at 4,
It'd be even better.
and then and if we leave at 4, then I look at the projections on predict wind on that, and it looked really good. But then I said, oh, well, let's try 4:30, and then 4:30 did not look good. So I'm like, well, we need to get out of here right now. So,
So we're learning that these winds, the heavy winds, pick up in the afternoon, and we're doing 50 to 60 mile jaunts right now, and that takes about 8 to 9 to 10 hours depending on what's going on. So we just need to leave earlier, and we're trying to leave as early as possible and still get a good night's sleep. So we're in Asuncion right now, leaving, and we didn't go in town yesterday.
Read really nice, cool things about it, but didn't make it in there.
Well, we tried to see if we can find a restaurant to dinghy into, but didn't really see a great spot to dinghy to.
And it was still whipping pretty good then. So we did a lot of studying on today's situation.
It'll be same as yesterday, but we're going to try and arrive at Punta Abriohos earlier than we arrived here in Asuncion yesterday, and hopefully be able to round the point over there before the red creeps in on the map.
Yeah.
Predict wind keeps saying, anywhere between 1 to 2 meter swells, but we keep seeing well over more than 3 meters in the afternoons. In the mornings, it's like, it's
a beautiful
fine.
sail.
Yeah.
First 3/4
For most of it, yeah. So, here we go again.
Take a look at what we're seeing now. It's pitch black still. We got some moonlight out there, and that's it. We're just.
After our little scare arriving in Asuncion in the late afternoon winds, we developed a new game plan to leave the anchorages a couple hours before dawn while the sea was still half asleep. This would give us time to arrive at our next anchorage before the ocean would change its temperament with the fierce afternoon winds of springtime and more energetic swells to match. What's our stats?
Stats are we're doing 7.8 knots and 16 knots of wind, and heading straight to our destination. It's looking good.
We're flying a lot faster than the models predicted. So, let's see what's on the other side. We're in one bay. We're about to go into another bay. Boom, way out this morning. We're still building knots. Watching the sunrise and the quiet promise of morning felt like a moment of special privilege. Mountain range, lighthouse. After the sun rose, we had steady winds and relatively calm seas, making for a smooth passage. That is the tip. Abriohos that we have to get around for our next anchor. This was a very fast morning. Starting at 9 a.m. Left 4 something. Already is here. Boom, it's way out. 20 knot winds.
A bunch of fish.
And just as we set our anchor in Abriohos, the afternoon winds began to announce their arrival. You just gonna drive up onto the beach? Several other local fishermen were arriving as well, and it was quite a show to watch. I guess if he knows the sandy bottom over there.
Doesn't have the trailer there, yeah.
Oh! In this town, the Pangas use the main beach and the timing of the waves to launch in and out of the water with the help of a tractor.
Or how long these tractors last.
Yeah.
Like that.
They made it look easy, but we knew it would not be the same for us in our little dinghy in those waves. So it was another night of not being able to explore the town and find Tim some tacos and beer. All right, so now we're doing our third day jaunt. It's about a little more than 60 miles. We're gonna go from Punta Abriohos, which was a very rolly sleep there. Pretty town, but we couldn't go in. It was just too much of a surf and swells were too big. But anyway, moving on. And so now we're going to cross this bay right here and go into San Juanico. There's a little bit of a point there, and we're going to go right inside there and tuck away. And now we'll actually stop when we get there for a couple nights. Kind of get caught up on some things on the boat and get caught up on sleep before we do a long jaunt after that all the way down to Magdalena Bay.
We need to kill the spreaders.
Yeah, well, no, I think we need to keep them on so I can watch the crab pots. Snapping the bottom of these Dodger paddles in the front because we're doing a horseback ride through the swells right now. And water's splashing. Cats seem to be happy in that chair underneath the towel, even though we're bouncing around. They think that's their safe spot. If the towel's over them, then all's good. We left about an hour and a half ago.
It's 5:36 right now.
An hour ago. And let's see, where we leave, where were we? It's all becoming a blur now.
Abriohos.
Terrible night of sleep. Lots of swells that we're still feeling now.
Yeah. Pulled in there, really big winds, big swells. No way we could get into town with the dinghy on the shore. Huge waves.
You know, the alternative was to keep sailing. We would have been out there in very fierce winds and swells. So I'm glad we stayed, but still, it was a miserable night of sleep.
Still looking for my tacos and beer and a nice little cantina.
I know. I think we're going to get it at the next spot. We're going to San Juanico.
So. Very famous surf spot. We've been there on our dirt bikes before.
Yeah, and a dirt bike spot because the race used to kind of go through there. So we know that town already.
We got some swell coming straight at us, so that's gonna, not be fun.
Yeah, that's.
But I am heading more towards
shore.
Towards shore.
East.
And hopefully we'll get better.
Yeah, we've been getting up early the last few days, so we can beat the afternoon shenanigans that apparently get 10 times worse. Around, after 2 or 3 p.m., we're seeing that the winds and the swells get bad. So trying to leave earlier and get there earlier to avoid all that. Okay. Now we're getting close. Now it's really there. And then we start heading to Mag Bay in that whole area. We've got like maybe 2 or 3 anchorages around there, which will be short jaunts. And then it's the big one to the tip. So we are Now 2/3 down the Baja Peninsula. We were discovering a new rhythm to our sailing days. We pulled up anchor before first light and motored out of the anchorage with bright lights to avoid the crab pots we typically saw in the vicinity of the towns. We watched the moon disappear into the calm, dark sea while the sun rose in the opposite direction, bringing new energy that scattered different colors across the sky. While the seas were still flat, I would make us a simple breakfast to fill our bellies. And then there would be enough wind to turn the motor off and let the sails out. This part would be our favorite part of the day, usually the slowest, but it was a time of reflection and peace. When we start to hear and feel swells build beneath the mystic, we knew it was time to be alert and discuss possible changes in our sail plan to match any new energy expressed by the ocean. If it was safe, Tim would have a line out, more to keep the hope alive that there were indeed fish to catch. By around noon, we would see the new point we needed to round for our next anchorage. We would then finish studying all resources available to us about the new anchorage and discuss our plan for space reentry. After setting our anchor and observing its behavior, we would sit back and study the new landscape. Perfect place to windsurf. Beautiful bay. San Juanico. There's the main town. And down there is the sandy beach where you can take your dinghy and where all the pongas go. We were starting to see a pattern with the churches in each town that were always oriented towards the sea and visible from the anchorage. Yeah, wave got us this time again. This time, big time. In the dinghy. I don't know where these two dogs came from. Playful. This is the ponga area. Tons of birds. Okay. After studying the shoreline from the boat, we decided to take a chance with the dinghy to go for a walk in town. We made it. San Juanico. I noticed this poster and mentioned to the store owner that I saw that same poster in Bahia Tortugas. And that's when we found out who he was. El famoso bohemio.
Puedes buscar en internet,
Okay.
en Spotify, hay mucha música de nosotros. Se llama Los Bohemios de San Juanico.
That's why, yeah.
Los Bohemios.
Y aquí estamos en San Juanico ahorita. Esta es la tienda del señor. The other members of his band are his sons, and together they tour around South Baja. He is also a central figure for this town and gave us the lay of the land. He recommended Sandra's restaurant for dinner, where Tim found tacos, but no beer. We found the town pretty vacant, perhaps because of Easter time, but full of character, both by the locals and others who have vacation homes here. We located the gas station where we used to fill up on our dirt bikes many years ago and asked about diesel for the Mystic. They said they would have a new delivery in a couple days. So the next day, we slowed down our pace and rested, while we waited for the diesel to arrive. There was so much to watch and appreciate in this huge, calm bay.
Good morning and welcome back to In the Kitchen with Captain Tim. Today we're working up some breakfast for me. I'll get that. Got the electric hot plate going on our solar system and cooking this up. Look at that. Gonna make some nice tacos with that for this morning. Heat those up. Heat up some tortillas.
Well, we landed on shore better this time. Didn't get a wave in the boat. Came in on a small wave. Found a less steep path into town, but we're carrying a lot this time. However, Tim twisted his knee while landing that dinghy. Okay, a little bit of a hike from the beach. Then we found the road into town, and the gas station just right to the right. We walked there yesterday, or day before yesterday.
Maybe a block down.
Yeah. We were able to dump our trash and fill our diesel cans at the same time, and of course, we had to add our sticker to their collection. But on our way back to the Mystic... Oh, baby! Wow.
It's not good. Oh my God.
Just lifting it. A lot of the dinghy when we were landing that. Tim started to feel the pain when he moved his knee in a particular way, and we still had a long walk to the dinghy. And just then, some angels drove by and asked if we needed help. Okay.
You better take that. And that's open, okay? You better get ready to get in.
I know. Yeah, I know. I'll get in. Okay, we got some help to push in because poor Timo is limping. And these are your people who can help you when you come to...
I'm in perfecto.
No queremos olas grandes.
Sajio? We call Sajio when it's no waves.
Okay.
And it's the time for
Oh,
it's
ándale.
Sajio.
Oh, muy bien. Not now.
Thank you to the saints of San Juanico. Later that evening, even with his injury worsening, Tim really wanted to go check out this bar on a cliff we kept hearing about, so he could have his beer he kept missing out on. But where was it? We love using this app, No Foreign Land, to communicate with other sailors we don't even know. With the exact coordinates provided from another sailor who had been here before, we found it. It didn't take long before we made new friends, and it may or may not be the fault of tequila for why I have no other footage other than this photo, which we may or may not even remember taking. We loved sitting here and having a great view of our dinghy down the beach and the Mystic anchored in front of us. We also loved getting to know Roberto and his daughter Estefany. After a great night of storytelling and laughter, Roberto gave us a ride to the dinghy, where according to him, we jumped into the dinghy and slammed over the waves and disappeared into the night like James Bond, because we didn't leave any lights on in the boat. He shined his truck lights on the Mystic so we could find our way, and we arrived soaking wet.
Let's wait a few minutes and let's do your dad's horn.
Wait a few minutes, why? Isn't
Well,
he
we'll
gone?
so he can get back to his house.
Oh. Yep, this night deserved a special salute from the dad's Navy submarine horn. Roberto invited us to celebrate with him when we finally arrive in Cabo San Lucas, where he is from. We plan to look him up. Thank you to our patrons who provide ongoing support for our efforts to keep these videos coming. Your support helps to pay for the subscriptions and technology needed to create and edit the videos, and we appreciate you. If you would like to join the Mystic Crew, please use the provided link. You can become a member for just $5 a month or provide a one-time donation. And if that is not in your budget, hitting the like button or providing a video comment actually helps us out a ton on YouTube.
Go out and shake that thing. And we'll have to shake it.